Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Jim McDonald Jr, assistant trainer to James DeGale. We're here at the public workout for DeGale's, on media workout rather, for DeGale's fight with Chris Eubank Jr next week. He looks in great condition, it's fair to say. What do you think the difference is between him now and previous camps? Because he does look really, really well.
Injury. That's it, in one word, injury. He's, as he says, he said, I feel like a parrot, keeps saying it all the time. But I've been injured the past couple of years, like even the lead up to the Badu Jack fight, his shoulder was really bad. And yeah, he's just been like niggled by injuries over the last couple of years, really. And obviously after the first Truax fight, which was, it just wasn't him. It was like Space Jam. When when like all the players go out into the basketball court and they're like, wow, I've just completely lost it. It was like watching Space Jam that night. And
great Space Jam reference.
It's a great film.
It is, great soundtrack as well.
But
except for R. Kelly, of course.
Well, I know, yeah. But he's back. He's back now. And
not R. Kelly, James DeGale.
James DeGale's back. And 23rd of Feb, as he said, no excuses. He's here. He's ready to fight. He's fit. He's healthy, and he's going to put on a good show.
No niggles at all this time round?
No, not at all. He's fine. He's in brilliant condition, as you can see. Like, you can see the punches flowing. Before the jab was like slow and it was just weren't really, like snapping out. But now you see it today. Like, his firing, his movement, even on his feet. Like, as he said before, he's struggled with his Achilles. You can see the movements there today. So Eubank Jr is going to be in for a very tough night come next Saturday.
We just interviewed Darren Barker and he said he thinks Eubank Jr is the perfect opponent for this stage of DeGale's career because he's someone that will get him revved up and motivated. Do you go along with that?
Yeah, that's right, 100%. James is the sort of person, not only in boxing but in life, if he's motivated to do something, then he's going to do it. If he's not motivated,
he's very competitive, isn't he?
That's correct. Yeah. If he's not motivated by a challenge, or he just won't. It's hard to stay on his game because he's been at the top for so long. So everyone's gunning for him. But now he's back, and finally I think he feels that over the last few years, because he's not shown people the best of his ability, he's so looking forward to just getting in there next Saturday night and just putting on an absolute show.
When he and Eubank did the head-to-head to promote this fight, it came up a story about Eubank had a jibe at DeGale about having an argument apparently with Arg from Towie out in Marbella or whatever. They had some sort of beef according to Eubank. Were you there?
I wasn't actually there, no, not in Dubai, but I know Arg really well. I used to go to school with him, primary school, secondary school, and yeah, obviously I'd heard about it, but I don't know where Eubank sort of knew that the day that he see that James having a row with Arg in Dubai, that is the day that he was going to beat him. But listen, if that's where he's getting his confidence from, then I'm sure he'll be fine.
I can't imagine it was an argument that escalated into anything else, given, no disrespect to Arg, I know he trains with you, he's not completely unfit, but obviously it's James DeGale.
Yeah, listen, like, James is a professional. All right, listen, he may go out and have a few parties, have a few drinks and stuff, but listen, everyone's got mates that have, if they're out, if they've had a couple of drinks and that, of course things get said that's not supposed to be said, or things happen that ain't supposed to happen. But yeah, it was a minor thing. Obviously, it made the papers or whatever, but yeah, I can confirm that James and Arg are completely fine.
It's good to know. I'm sure everyone will be relieved by
right,
that.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for the night? Obviously, you're going to back your man to win, but what sort of pattern of the fight do you expect? How's it going to play out?
Do you know what? I was talking about it the other day. I think I know it sounds mad, but it just completely depends on what James wants to do. If James wants to box and move, he can make this as easy as he wants to make it. But if he decides to go in and starts to have a scrap with Eubank, and Eubank can try and get close and try and work, then it's going to be a messy affair. Like,
is that a risk though? Because Chunky doesn't like him, so he could be tempted to go in and beat him up a bit.
Do you know what? Listen, it's a grudge match, but ultimately at this level, to get to this level, you've got to be able to control your emotions and be disciplined in what you need to do. So I see James boxing well. I see Eubank getting frustrated, trying to really sort of like, try and stick to James like glue and trying to grind him down and wear him down or whatever. But, he's a smaller man, which isn't going to help him. So the longer the fight goes, it's going to get harder for him as well. If he's inside and he's pulling and pushing and leaning, that's going to be a hindrance to him rather than James, because obviously James is the naturally bigger man. But we ain't got long to wait now to find out.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best of luck for next week, and we always appreciate your time. So hopefully you're smiling after the fight as well.
No problem, Dan.